はっきよいはっきよいお相撲はっきよいはっきよいお相撲
Hello and welcome to the Day 14 live stream of the Juryo division, the second top division. We're Sumo Mainichi. I'm Amy. I'm here with Dave. We do a podcast about the top division every day of every basho, but we also just love this second division of Juryo.
Yeah. Welcome everyone to Day 14, Juryo division. Action's hotting up in Juryo. It's been a fascinating basho to keep an eye on the boys in the second top division. The leaderboard looks interesting.
It does. There's 2 on 10 wins. It's Dai Seizan at Juryo 6 and Mita, very popular at Juryo 11. On 9 wins we have Shona Naomi and Korokuzan, who's made quite the comeback at Juryo 14 and really found some form.
Good to hear, and we'll be seeing all of those Rikishi fighting in a little bit. We have 2 Makushita bouts to go. The man on your screen at the moment, Tochi Musashi, is up against Taka Kento. This will be their final bout of the basho, both on 3 and 3, an important win needed for both Rikishi, especially for Taka Kento, who at Makushita 5 could put himself well within striking distance of Juryo.
The presentation of the belly there from Taka Kento, so good to still see that happening even though he's down in Makushita.
Big long run up from Tochi Musashi, who gets that right hand on the belt, but a great reversal from Taka Kento. There's a very happy Taka Kento fan there. Picks up his 4th win, so 4 wins, 3 losses. Kachikoshi as we wait for Tochi Musashi to get back
he went
somewhere
for a run
near the doyo.
Down the Hanamichi. That was the ooh you heard from the crowd there. I think he went for a jog. He was heading out. He was just like, well, go home down that side maybe.
Yeah, pull the car around the front. I'm getting out of here.
Great news for Taka Kento. Here's Kachikoshi at Makushita 5. Now there's going to be quite a few guys from Makushita going up into the Juryo division, which is great news for us Juryo lovers. Kyoku Kaiyu and Asanoyama, familiar name, will be going up from Makushita 1. Ishizaki will be going up as well, Makushita 2. And Asahakuryu, who won the Makushita Yusho, he went 7-0 at Makushita 3. He'll definitely be going up. Kid Nawaka at Makushita 3. Taka Kento there with his Kachikoshi at Makushita 5. There are a few other options there. I think there'll be 5 or so guys coming down from Juryo, so I reckon there'll be 5 slots.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us, Powerhouse. Great to have you here, Caleb. Good to see you, buddy. Hazel, Dr. Ben Marshman, hello, mate. Dr. Quack, Johnny Rock, the greatest sumo minds here with us today. As we see Asanayama walking down the Hanamichi. He's in Makushita, as Amy said, will be joining us in Juryo officially in September, but will be fighting in the second bout of Juryo today as a Makushita guest.
Up against Dayamami, they fought 9 times before.
Well, Dayamami's got a couple of wins there.
He's kind of knocked him over a couple of times, why not?
Surprising.
But for the final bout of Makushita first, we have Nishinoryu coming into today on 4 and 2. He's from Sakaigawa Baya, and Toseryu, also 4 and 2, Makushita 10, Nishinori Makushita 5, Toseryu. Wow.
Toseryu, yeah.
Toseryu, on the right of your screen, he is from Tamanoi Baya, 26 years old.
Welcome, Ash. So great to have you with us today. Feel blessed. This is the final Makushita bout before we get into Juryo. Nishinoryu up against Toseryu. The Gyoji points the gunbai forward. And you can just feel a buzz of excitement coming from the IG arena. They know what's up next.
Take you a while to go, Nishinoryu.
Just when you're ready, boys.
Toseryu.
Oh, absolute average.
Don't need a mapper here, particularly. Nishinoryu breaking first, just the...
I was sick of waiting.
Sick of waiting.
Toseryu just mucking about there. Put the fist down and do some sumo-san. You can see Toseryu trying to get in, got that left hand on the belt, but Noryu is doing all the work and tumbles. Both of them off the doyo.
Non-safety sumo there.
No, but very spectacular.
Yorikiri win, did you say?
Oh, I think that might have been a Yori Taoshi.
Ah, yep, been pushed down.
Let's see how that one comes back. The weather in Nagoya today, it continues to be hot, continues to have a excessive heat warning and a general typhoon warning as well. 34 degrees Celsius, 94 degrees Fahrenheit. The humidity at 48%. Another scorcher in Nagoya and across Japan today. Well, we're going to get into it. This is the Juryo Division 4, day 14. We see stepping up onto the doyo at the moment Ishizaki and his opponent today, Miyanokaze.
An important bout for both of these guys. Ishizaki would love to get another win and propel himself even further up in the Juryo ranks in September. He has tried a number of times, or been close a number of times, to getting up there in March. Well, in January he was at Makushita 8, went 6-1, and there was not a space for him, which, yeah, that's a touch and go, that one there. But then he went up to Makushita 1, went 3-4. Obviously didn't go up with that Makakoshi record. Went to Makushita 4, got his Kachikoshi, took himself up to 2 again, and here he is finally managing to get that right combination of wins. He is a very muscly fellow. He's the brother of Asakoryu.
I was thinking, so Asakoryu used to go under the Shikona of Ishizaki, and his brother has that. That's their family name. When did Asakoryu change his Shikona? It was on Juryo promotion, I believe.
I think it was 2. Yep, when he went from Makushita 5 and 2 in July 2023, so 2 years ago now, and came up to Juryo. So maybe we'll see Ishizaki change as well.
I would like to see one of them out there with the Ishizaki Shikona. It's a powerful name. It's a good name. I've gotten used to Asakoryu.
Yeah.
But I would like to see him keep this Ishizaki name alive. Miyanokaze, his opponent today, 26 years old. He's from Okinawa, went through the Nippon Sports Science University program, an excellent sumo program they have there. Made his debut, Miyanokaze, back in May 2021. Miyanokaze did make his debut at Juryo back in May and went 6-9 at Juryo 13. So quite fortunate that he managed to hang around.
Yes. And here at 7-6, doesn't want to go into day 15 on the old Nanasho Nanahai. He wants to lock this one away today. But against someone of kind of a similar stature, also a smaller guy, also a powerful guy, also a muscly guy. Could be a little bit hard for Miyanokaze here today. So Ishizaki, Makushita 2, 5-1, up against Miyanokaze, Juryo 14 in the resplendent light red. That's not right, is it, Dr. Quack? On 7-6. The fists go down, but they're not quite ready. A little bit of a hesitant touchy eye here. Miyanokaze with the right hand on the belt of Ishizaki, but it's Ishizaki pushing forward. Miyanokaze steps out of the way at the last minute, sends Ishizaki flying.
It's been given to Ishizaki.
Okay.
So the crowd, you can hear, they don't know what's going on. There will be a mono-e. I think Miyanokaze was very quick to step out there. It was a rather excellent arm-pulling move that Miyanokaze executed. We're going to have to wait and see on this replay as to whether Miyanokaze stepped out first. The boy from Okinawa waiting patiently. We see the replay here. Bit of mucking about. It was Miyanokaze with that right hand on the shallow part of the belt, pulling through here. Clearly the right foot of Miyanokaze going out first. Excellent sumo administration by the Gyorji there. Watching carefully, calling correctly. He will not be handing in his resignation this afternoon. Well done.
Gunbai Dori, that is accepting the result of the Gunbai. The win for Ishizaki here, so he is 6-1. What a great basho for this young man. Advancing into the Juryo ranks in September, we will see him there. Miyanokaze does in fact take himself into day 15 on 7-7, so he puts his fate in someone else's hands.
Yeah, he certainly does.
In his own.
Justine, no, we're all shocked by this news of Ura being Kyujo today, but I don't know the extent of the knees. Obviously, we saw him fall very awkwardly, get up very gingerly.
I did see that it might be a hip
Oh.
extension thing as well. I'm not sure whether that was a confirmed report, but could be the knees, could be the hips. And here the crowd reaction is for Asaniyama. They never have lost their love for this man.
No, he is a hero of the people, Asaniyama, and today he's taking on Daiamami. Daiamami already with his Makakoshi, his losing score. He's 5 wins and 8 losses. Asaniyama would love to finish his Makushita campaign this time around with a 5-2. Still dropping bouts, Asaniyama,
Yes.
as he moves through Makushita.
He dropped 2 so far, as you've said, to Korokuzan, who we've said is in great form. He's in the leadership battle for the Juryo Yusho. He's on 9 wins, just 1 behind the leader pack. And then Kid Nawaka as well, who has his Kachikoshi. Kid Nawaka always strong, but still possibly not 2 names that you would expect him to be losing to.
That's exactly right. Welcome, Ghost Fat Cat and your 1-year-old. Hope you're enjoying the
lovely.
sumo together.
And Roy and Leonie. Leonie, thank you so much for your donation to the Sumo Mainichi Sake Fund. That is very generous and lovely. Nick, hello. Who
Hey,
else?
Nick. Roy Trom, have we said
Yep.
hello to Roy Trom?
Asaniyama's opponent, Daiamami. He is 5-8 already with a Makakoshi at Juryo 13. He's one of those guys who I think will leave, or who almost definitely will leave Juryo, along with Shimanoumi, Nabatame, Mitoryu, and Otsuji.
Disappointing
I think will go as well. Very disappointing.
campaign for Otsuji. Hey Lola, at the
Hello.
airport, have a safe flight. We have Asaniyama on your screen at the moment. At Makushita 1, locked in his return to Juryo. His opponent today, the man who doesn't know if he likes sumo or not, Daiamami.
Daiamami Genki, remember his name is. It's not so Genki at the moment.
No, and I wonder what resistance Daiamami's going to be able to put up against crowd favourite Asaniyama today.
I'm just counting his Makakoshi. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Makakoshi in a row.
Daiamami.
Yes, his last Kachikoshi was at Juryo 1 in January 2024.
He's no stranger to the black dot.
No, he loves them.
Daiamami.
Accumulates them.
He does. Gather
Collects
around.
them.
G'day, Scott. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, we had the Hottest 100.
Yeah.
And they're counting down the best Australian songs of all time.
Yep.
Great day to be listening. All right, looks like we are ready to get underway. Asaniyama on the left of your screen, Daiamami on the right. Asaniyama ex Ozeki on a long fight back to the top division.
Goodness, what a fight.
Yeah,
It's just-
huge.
It's incredible.
Asaniyama down first. Asaniyama hits hard, gets the hands around the body of Daiamami, searching for the back of the belt, which he gets with his right hand. He's got the knot there. He's able to take that, use that to take Daiamami back, but Daiamami is looking good with that right hand on the belt. Asaniyama keeps pressuring Daiamami. Great defense, but it's too much, and Asaniyama forces Daiamami out with that left-hand belt grip.
Well, a little bit of work required there from Asaniyama. He was lifting Daiamami up high, and we'll see him step him back and then have to step him around and re-attack to get him out. It did look like Asaniyama had to put a lot of effort into that. He was breathing hard at the end.
Yeah, and you saw when he got the right hand on the back of the belt, he grabbed the knot, which then
untied
the knot.
I mean, I think from here, the Mawashi still has a lot of structural integrity. That bit of it is tied around and tugged tight. But at some points, sometimes you see the bout stopped for this. But not here. It was too obvious that Asaniyama was on the attack forward, had adjusted his belt hold by then, was keeping the Mawashi up, was holding it together. And I pushed Daiamami across. A nice bit of careful sumo there at the end, didn't let him step down Daiamami. So Asaniyama finishing on 5-2. A respectable score at Makushita 1. We'll see him, pop up a few Juryo levels. Daiamami finishing on 5. Not finishing, it's not day 15. Finishing today on 5-9.
Yeah, given the state of the leaderboard, we won't have a result today.
Yes, that's true, because the two guys, Daiseisan and Mita, who are on 10 wins, they are fighting each other today. And the same for the two guys on 9 wins, Shonanumi and Korokuzan. So it will discount someone, either Shonanumi or Korokuzan.
Sloan the Gnome, first time finding this stream. Do the commentators speak Japanese? A little bit.
Yeah, you lived in Japan for 3 years.
A long time ago.
So your Japanese is pretty good.
I can get by.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, he's talking about the Japanese commentators that are in the background.
Oh, yeah. I
the
think
Japanese seems quite good. Shiden at Juryo 11 is up next against Kyokukayu, who is our other Makushita 1 up visiting. Love having these Makushita lads.
I know, it's good at the end of Juryo.
So great.
Where Juryo, the Torakumi at the end is always interesting. You always get a lot of visitors. There's always a lot of bouts between people who've done really well and haven't done well, and it's always an interesting Torakumi on the last few days. Kyokukayu, he's from Oshimabaya. That's the stable from Kyokutenho. Ex-Kyokutenho. Hence the naming convention, Kyokukayu. He's 25 years old. He's from Mongolia, and he came into the sport in January 2024, and he's really powered through. 1 Makakoshi in that time, at his highest rank at that time of Makushita 8, but he's gone on to really succeed after that.
His opponent today, Shiden, the 33-year-old from Kisebaya, hasn't had the best time of it. He's on 5 wins and 8 losses, Shiden. Disappointing given that he won the first 3 days, and I thought, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. But he has struggled to put white dots next to his name since then, only picking up 2 other wins in the following 11 days. He's at Juryo 11, probably not in danger of slipping out of Juryo, but he will find himself down in those lower ranks, maybe 13, 14.
The danger ranks.
The danger ranks.
Yeah, I caught it early that he was back.
Oh, I thought he was back. But Shiden hasn't had a winning record since November of 2024. Who could forget at Juryo 6 where he went 10-5?
I do remember that. Oh, I do remember the good vibes, at least, of it. I remember enjoying.
Well, I thought it was his sumo really coming together, but it's been all Makakoshi since then.
I do enjoy Kyokukayu's salting of himself. He likes to keep the salt on.
Yeah, I like it.
He's sprinkled it over both shoulders. You do see Rikishi doing this, but usually it sort of just all falls off. But he's sweaty. He's sweaty. We heard the temperatures in Nagoya. Ash confirming that Tokyo is super hot as well in the chat. It is just hot in Japan at the moment. And here we have some hot sumo. Shiden, Juryo 11 up against Makushita 1, Kyokukayu. The powerhouse. And they wait, and Shiden goes for a right-hand roundhouse off the tachiai. He doesn't make contact, luckily for Kyokukayu. And Kyokukayu working Shiden lower and lower, But Shiden propping himself up on the Tawara here. But then Kyokukayu just decides to pick up Shiden, the ball of muscle. The nuggety Shiden. He picks him up off the ground, both legs, and takes him across the Tawara.
That was an absolutely extraordinary bout.
That?
Well, I mean, so much to like about this one. Shiden coming out whiffing this opening attack, we'll see. Kyokukayu ducks underneath it. And now we're going to see Shiden, I don't know how he doesn't fall forward here. Look at
angles.
this.
Oh my goodness.
How is his knee not touching? Kyokukayu, can we just pull this man down from here? He lets Shiden get back in, and then Kyokukayu, he activates, lifts Shiden up and puts him down on the other side of the Tawara. Sensational sumo.
Yeah, that was a good touchio. A funny one. Kyokukayu does finish his campaign because that's his final bout because he's in Makushita. He finishes his campaign on 5-2. We'll see him, like quite a few others that we've talked about already, joining the Juryo ranks. Be great to see how he goes from Oshimabeya. And Shiden finishes today on 5-9. Now, the question in the chat about the possible playoff for Makuuchi, the thing that I'm really looking forward to it. I think if it happens, it's going to be amazing. The thing that always worries me is that I don't know how the playoffs, I can never remember how the playoffs work in terms of who goes and whether it's knockout or not. It always forget.
Depends how many people there are. Four-way, I don't think we've seen at the top division, but
is it a knockout?
The three-way playoff is fairly simple. You fight until you win 2 in a row, is my understanding.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
We see current Juryo Yusho leader Mita, co-leader Mita, walking down the Hanamichi. Cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, he is cool. He's got that Kusano coolness.
He does.
Just looks like he belongs.
And there's the other leader, Daiseisan, taking his seat. They're fighting each other in a couple of bouts' time, the two current leaders. But before that, the next bout that we're looking at is Otsuji and Fujiseun. Oh, as we take the split screen with the feathered edge. We haven't seen a Bema pull this out.
Okay, they've paid a couple of extra. They've signed up for the split screen today. Yeah. And why not? Day 14. It's a good day for it.
Big old feathered edge on that too. It was like they were looking into each other's souls. Beautiful bit of cinematography there from a Bema. But let's focus on this current bout. Otsuji up against Fujiseun. Otsuji, 21 years old, and after that 7-0 Yusho from Makushita 3 back in May, we see Otsuji struggling. 4 wins, 9 losses. Only 1 win in that first week. Fujiseun, though, on your screen at the moment, Juryo 8 already has his Kachikoshi winning record locked in. Anything more here is a bonus for him. Otsuji down. It's Fujiseun looking for that left hand on the belt, but Otsuji continues to work forward with those thrusting attacks. Fujiseun's in trouble, but he gets both hands on the belt and he takes Otsuji over. The Tawara G just saw that match turn as soon as Fujiseun got those hands on the belt.
Well, I was getting ready to say that Otsuji was, finding some rhythm and really coming good a little bit in the second half of this basho, but Fujiseun flipped things around in an instant as I blinked, as I took a breath to say it. Fujiseun was suddenly in control. He's reaching out here for the left hand, which he doesn't get. Fujiseun reaches out for it again and again. He clearly wants that grip, but it was Otsuji who came back at him. He finally gets it. And it's partly what he uses to get into control here. Otsuji really dragging him over the Tawara as they finish. Didn't want to let go. Tried to keep himself up on the dohyo by just locking onto Fujiseun's Mawashi.
Fujiseun, 9 wins, 5 losses. Otsuji, 4 wins and 10 losses. Wow, he is just bleeding black dots at the moment, that man.
The 4-way play out is a knockout. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they do it down in Johnny Dunn. Remember in Juryo once we saw the 7-way. Wasn't it 6 or 7-way play out?
Chaos.
Then they drew straws. I remember watching them draw the straws to see who went first.
I think they still draw straws, or they draw
the order.
chopsticks for the order, even with a three-way.
Yeah.
But you do feel that no one really knows what's going on.
No. I think they have to look up the rules every time, surely, which makes me feel better at it. It's just that we have our live event tomorrow, and I know I'm going to have to talk about it on the fly after a beer, and then
it'll be fine.
I'm just going to forget.
There's a lot of people in the chat telling us that there won't be a playoff, and in fact, Nishiki is going to take
well,
it.
That's probably true.
Feels like a very, very safe call at the moment. He looks absolutely unstoppable.
Yeah. But it is so good to see these talented youngsters coming to the fore. Nishiki, only 21, yep. Kusano, young. Exciting. When both you Yokozuna were out. We were all, because the narrative of this basho was very much to Yokozuna, let's see what's going to happen.
I know.
And now it's just changed. And that's what we love about sumo. You never know what's going to happen.
I agree, Dr. Quack, around Atami Fuji. He's looking very, very solid, and he's got that experience fighting the top.
Yeah.
I think that'll come in handy.
And Ash saying, I must admit, I never saw Kotasho coming. I know he's the one that we're
I think Onosato would agree with you.
But here we have Hitoshi up against Shimano Umi. Hitoshi already with his Kachikoshi. He got that yesterday, I think. Yep. Against Oshoumi. A really good win, a really strong win against the powerful Oshoumi, and denied Oshoumi his own Kachikoshi. So Hitoshi at Juryo 6 in good form, up against Shimano Umi at Juryo 12, who not so much. 3 and 10.
Oh boy, Shimano Umi, when will it end? He's 36 years old, went 5 and 10 back in May. Went from Juryo 8 to Juryo 12 here. We have not seen Shimano Umi in Makushita for a very long time, since January 2018. Could this signal a retirement from Shimano Umi?
Well, I do love to foreshadow a retirement and then be entirely wrong, like I've done for Takara Fuji a million times now. I don't want to force this on Shimano Umi in any way. He may be able to come back. But here today, his opponent is Hitoshi. He's down first. He goes in reasonably slowly. Hitoshi with the slaps. Oh, landed a big one on the left cheek of Shimano Umi. He's trying to push him out with it again, and he does. Not much opposition there from Shimano Umi.
Hitoshi, those slaps, I don't feel like they had a lot of power behind
them.
They
were almost caresses.
They had a lot of theatre, but not a lot of power. Just trying to wake old man Shimano Umi up, I think, here, Hitoshi, who didn't look like he had to work too hard for this one. Shimano Umi going through the motions, gets a light tap on the side of the head there. Hitoshi doing what he needs to do to pick up that win. Oshidashi for him, 9 and 5. Respectable score for him. A double-digit finish would be ideal for Hitoshi tomorrow. Shimano Umi, 3 and 11.
And it is a little bit sad to see him like this. I mean, he's been in sumo for 79 basho.
Yeah.
He started in 2012, and he's a stalwart of Kisebeya and of sumo in general. Stalwart of the Makuuchi division. So we'll see what happens with him. Let's stop talking about him because Mita's here, and it's time to talk about this young man.
Mita and Daiseizan, both Rikishi coming in on 10 wins and 3 losses. Mita, 23 years old in only his 6th basho, fighting at his highest rank of Juryo 11. Just looking so impressive. We'll have his work cut out for him today, though. Daiseizan has had one of those basho.
Yes, Daiseizan, a run of 7 wins from day 2 to day 9. A couple of losses along the way, but looking strong. There's not a lot flashy about Daiseizan sumo. He just works really hard.
He is a confidence Rikishi, though. And we look back in May, he was fighting at the same rank, Juryo 6, his highest rank. And he went 7 and 8. And now, given that second chance of that rank, he has done good with it. Already 10 wins on the board. Mita, I think it's safe to say that he would be getting one of our Sumo Mainichi Juryo awards.
Yes.
The
Champion of tomorrow.
Champion of tomorrow. Yeah, we do have that locked in.
Yep, we will be awarding him that just after this bout. We'll fax through the certificate. We've let him know. I mean, he knows.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he's riding high on the confidence of this.
His team knows
award.
whether or not they'd bother him with it in the preparation for such a big bout today.
So these two are in the lead for the Juryo Yusho, both on 10, out one in front. So the winner here, gives themselves the power on day 15 to lose if they have to. Really puts them in a powerful position.
It puts them in the driver's seat. That's exactly right. Because if they win tomorrow, then they take the Yusho. Doesn't matter what anyone else does. All right, it's time to go. Mita clearly the crowd favourite. Mita gets the jump. Daisei-san not even ready. Mita giving away his game plan there. Now Daisei-san knows exactly where he's coming. What will he do with this information? I do like Daisei-san is absolutely taking his time here. Milking it, puts his fist down, goes forward. Big pull from Mita and takes Daisei-san down. I know there's no such thing, but I'd almost call this a backwards henker.
I think it was a backwards henker. He definitely made a lot of space.
Oh, boy.
For himself to complete that Harakikomi. But what he did have to do was keep himself from stepping out, and he did that with a flourish of the leg. If he had have stepped straight out, he would have stepped out first and lost. You can see him lift the right leg high there. Beautiful gazelle-like move.
Amazing doyo sense there from Mita, who used every available centimetre of the doyo and then the tawara to meet Daisei-san, then pull him down to the dirt. Daisei-san gets up going, what happened?
Just a win, which is good, but a risky one. It wasn't the forward-moving sumo you'd perhaps want from Mita, but it doesn't matter. He's got a white dot. It absolutely doesn't matter. He has put himself in that driver's seat for tomorrow. Mita 11 and 3. Daisei-san 10-4.
I do acknowledge that wasn't a henker.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just say things. I do
okay,
apologise.
Everyone, there is no such thing as a backward henker. We're just talking about sumo into microphones, and that came out.
It's a metaphor or something.
Metaphor for life.
Well, Mita going into day 15, 11 wins, 3 losses. Daisei-san is going to have to wait to see if Mita loses to have a chance his 10 wins and 4 losses.
I do like he played him like a violin. I mean, that is true. That is true. I mean, being a viola player, I'm going to say he played him like a viola, but very similar. That's fussy. Tsurugisho. Hakuyo-san. Tsurugisho 5 and 8. Hakuyo-san 4 and 9. They have fought 13 times before, with Tsurugisho having 9 of those wins. Come on, Tsurugisho. Why not?
Tsurugisho and Hakuyo-san both with Bakakoshi records coming into this bout. Only pride on the line, you'd have to say today. Tsurugisho at Juryo 9 was there at that same rank back in May and went 7 and 8. So it's looking, he's going to need 2 wins over this final weekend to maybe get a third shot at Juryo 9 with a 7 and 8. Tsurugisho, he's 33 years old. It feels like he's been fighting forever and fighting with injury forever. But one of the impressive things about Tsurugisho is just watching how good his sumo is, given how he's learnt to fight around his weaknesses.
Yes.
It is something to see.
If he gets going, if he gets the right angle, if he's moving forward with power, you can't stop him.
He can be very, very dangerous.
And the throw, he can still throw extremely well. He can twist somehow with those knees. Hakuyozan will be coming forward and huffing in Tsurugisho's ear. We'll see the traditional Hakuyozan huffing, I'm sure. You can hear it there. Tsurugisho out with the right hand on the belt. Hakuyozan trying to lock up his arm and get his own left belt hold, but Tsurugisho is not letting him. He locks the left arm around the body of Hakuyozan and takes him across the bales. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, workman-like sumo today from Tsurugisho. Getting on the right of Hakuyozan's belt and just making it look easy. I expect a little bit of life from Hakuyozan, but
there was no life today.
Absolutely not. We see the replay, the focus of Tsurugisho. There we go, right hand on the belt. Well, it takes him a couple of attempts, then he gets that big fistful. He knows what to do from here. Hakuyozan can't break it. We're getting a very intimate close-up of this bout. But a beautiful way to see Tsurugisho take that win and move.
The camera person just loving that grip of Tsurugisho's. Loves the way the fingers were wrapped around the top layer. Didn't even need the second layer of the mawashi.
Tsurugisho, with that win, moves to 6 and 8. Hakuyozan, 4 wins and 10 losses now.
I did want to say hello to Sumo Punks. Haven't said hello yet.
Oh, hey.
Lovely to see you in here. And I saw Shay and I saw Madolis. Amazing. Lovely to see you.
Great to have you here.
And
Hope
Nick,
you're enjoying.
Did I say hi to Nick right at the start? I think so, but Nick from Seattle. And we have up next Tochi Taikai, Hatsuyama. Tochi Taikai finally getting some white dots, but there is one crucial one missing. He's 7 and 6.
Yeah, Tochi Taikai. Back in May, we saw him make his debut in the top division, and that would be a basho he would be keen to forget. 4 wins and 11 losses sees him back in Juryo, and he's had to work pretty hard for those 7 wins that he has had. Today, coming up against Hatsuyama.
Yes, so Hatsuyama, his highest rank of Juryo 10 in May, went 6 and 9. Had a streak of 7 losses in the middle there, which really contributed to his demise. So he moved down to 13, and now has that Kachikoshi, but has lost the last 3 days in a row.
I was going to say,
taking the foot off.
Yeah, since he got that 8th win, I feel like Hatsuyama's been phoning it in a little bit. At Juryo 13, you need every win you can get,
especially if you want to top your highest rank again. So with an 8-7. He won't go past Juryo 10 for sure. But if he had have really carried on there and gone 10 and 5 or something, be putting himself in upper Juryo contention. It wasn't to be, though. And after those losses to Kagayaki Shirakuma, nobody's beat Shirakuma. That's like... nobody's lost to Shirakuma. Yeah. That's like losing to Chiyashoma in the top division at the moment. And losing to Tomokaze as well.
Okay, well, I mean, Tomokaze's been in fairly good form, so no shame in that. The gunbai is pointed forward. Tochi Taikai on the left of your screen. Hatsuyama, the man with the darkness inside of him. Not on your screen. Here he is on the right. Tochi Taikai, Nodowa attack, pulls, but Hatsuyama now is in the better position. Those thrusting attacks pushing Tochi Taikai over the Tawara. Hatsuyama unleashes.
He did. He got the fire within. You heard the commentary on the 3 losses. And he said, you know what? You guys don't know anything. I've still got the fire in my belly. It's buried by layers of sadness, but I'm going to bring it out for this one. He springs forward and navigates that Nodowa with ease, coming back with great Tsupari attacks. Aimed at the chest and the throat and the shoulders, and they hit Tochi Taikai so hard.
Beautiful stuff. The man with the resting existential dread face picks up his 9th win, breaks that 3-loss streak more importantly, and moves to 9 wins and 5 losses. Tochi Taikai will go into day 15.
Yep.
7-7, none are sure, none are high.
All right, we have 2 so far. That's Miyanokaze, 7 and 7 in the first bout of Juryo today. And Tochi Taikai, have they fought each other? Because they do love to, and I love to see 7-7s go up against each other. They haven't, so maybe that's going to happen. Hello to David. Hello to JL. Hello to Mateus.
Hey, Mateus. Hey, I'm going to say JLW there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And hi, David. Cool name. And hey, Karma, where can I watch the Top League Sumo? I don't know. There's no legal way to watch it that I know of.
Imagine that tired and blank face coming at you with such brutality. That would create an existential crisis.
That's good stuff.
Tohakuryu and Shirakuma. Now, what's going on, Shirakuma? Number one.
That's a great question. We know injury has played a part in his recent form, Shirakuma. Still shifting the merch, though, this man. Hopefully he's getting a cut, some kind of point, maybe a couple of percentage points on those plushies.
I bought a Shirakuma sticker from the official merch store when we went in March. It's his Shikona, but built out of little ice blocks. And a couple of times I've gone, I can give that away in our live event giveaways, our competition giveaways. I can give that away. That's okay. I love Shirakuma, but I'm not the world's biggest fan. But every time I've gone to give it away, I've just been like, I actually do love this guy.
I think that says something.
I need this merch.
Yeah.
I need to stick this sticker on my work laptop and have people ask me every day what that means. And I'm forced to explain the polar bear.
JLW, we can call you Josh. Hey, Josh.
Oh, Josh.
And Devastated Studios. Hello from Bulgaria. We'll be watching from Ireland tomorrow.
Why do I always forget people's YouTube names? We have a spreadsheet. I've said a million times. I'm going to put you in there, Josh. You're probably already in there.
Tohakuryu at Juryo 5. Coming in on 6 wins and 7 losses. Really needs today to hold on to Kachikoshi Hope. As we see, I think that would be his dad. With a one-of-a-kind Tohakuryu supporter towel.
Tohakuryu 6 and 7. Really wanting to win to take him into day 15 on Nanasho Nanahai. Shirakuma 3 and 10. What can he manufacture here? Zoom out, Abema.
I know.
Happy for you to zoom out at any time. And they come forward here. Tohakuryu, of course, off the tachi-ai, then leans back into the pool. Shirakuma comes forward and catapults Tohakuryu out. It was given to... I was too busy looking at Tohakuryu on the ground.
Yeah, it was given to Shirakuma.
No Monoi?
Nope. Well, that's disappointing for Tohakuryu.
Yep.
Weak sumo today. We'll see it on the replay. Shirakuma obviously not coming in with great form. Not a particularly impressive tachi-ai from either of them. Tohakuryu pulling before we see a crash zoom into Shirakuma fans who don't really care about the quality of the win because history will say it was a white dot on day 14.
Nobody is remembering that fall into his opponent that basically just took him out in time. Shirakuma 4 and 10, Juryo 4. That was a gorgeous win, you're right, Matt.
That was gorgeous. That's so good.
Yes, as you said, he's Makakoshi here. Everybody coming into the chat and just saying Mita won. Yes, he sure did. I can't get over how popular Mita is. He is now the sole leader of Juryo. Let's do a little reminder of the Juryo Yusho Arasoi. 11 wins Mita because he beat Daisei-san a couple of bouts ago. So that means that Daisei-san is sitting on 10 wins. And then a little bit later we have Shona Naomi up against Koroku-san. One of those two, both on 9 wins now, will also take themselves to 10. So it means that the Yusho race is not decided until tomorrow, if Mita loses.
Juryo 3, Oshoumi up against Juryo 8, Kazekeno. Oshoumi coming in on 7 wins, 6 losses, fighting at his highest rank by such a large margin. After that 10-5 took him from Juryo 9 back in May to Juryo 3 today. Knocking on the door of Makuuchi, maybe not yet, but he's certainly let himself through the front gate and is dusting his shoes off on the doormat.
I think so, and I think it would be very interesting to see him there. Oshoumi has struggled with injury, the shoulder. upper body. I don't want to see that happen again, but I do want to see him fight really good opponents. His opponent here today, actually at his highest rank of Juryo 8, it's Kazakino, but he got his Makukoshi, so he won't be sticking around there. Hopefully he could get a few more wins here. He could take himself to 7 and 8 and just move down one rank. But I think he will be hard-pressed here today against the talent of Oshumi.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Kazakino, I think he begins a rebuilding phase. He has had a pretty good run through Juryo, an 8 and 7 from Juryo 13 in March, 9 and 6 from Juryo 11 in May. And here we just have seen maybe his sumo not keeping up with that top half of the Juryo division.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good way of saying it. Just always goes out hard, but not as hard, not as successfully as his opponents overall. I think you're right, Burbanks and Hello, that the Futagayama guys are popular because of the YouTube channel. It's just such a great representation of sumo.
All right, the Gyoji points the gunbai forward. We are ready. Oshumi on the left of your screen. Kazakeno on the right. Kazakeno down first. Oshumi waiting for that other fist to go down. Kazakeno crashes into Oshumi, but Oshumi meets the charge well, gets that right hand. No, he loses it. He's still looking for it while he's being taken back. Gets the left hand on the belt of Kazakeno Oshumi, and they come to rest in the middle of the doyo. Quick, Oshumi to initiate. Kazakeno fighting on the Twara, but he's taken over by some excellent belt sumo from Oshumi. That's the one that thrills the crowd. Takes him to 8 wins. Kachikoshi for Oshumi.
And what a lovely portrait of him in the crowd. Imagine looking out there and seeing those wonderful supporters cheering you on and cheering you on to your Kachikoshi. He dominated that bout. What was interesting about it was that he was going for the right, landed the left and went, yeah, I can work with that. I'll use that instead. I'm on the right angle to drive forward here. I'll keep my legs underneath me. Oshumi driving forward with the right foot, just powering himself into the body of Kazakeno, taking him over with that left-hand belt grip.
I have my concerns for Oshumi with this bout. He was so insistent.
Yeah, on the right.
On the right, then on the left. Let himself just get walked around the doyo. I think a better quality opponent than Kazakeno would have finished Oshumi.
Good point.
I think he needs to have a plan B.
Yep.
Slow things down a little bit. Takarafuji up next against Tamashoho, the man who single-handedly has given IG Arena the nickname of the House of Henka.
How many's he done? It's 5?
I think it's 5.
I mean, we'd have to tap into the Dr. Ben spreadsheet.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dr. Ben would be crunching the numbers with his little calculator that has that tiny little roll of paper on there.
1 plus 1 plus 1. Let us know what the final score there is. I think it's 4 or 5. He's just,
I reckon it's 5.
Flinging himself out of the way at the tachi this time around, Tamashoho. He is not willing to go forward. Takarafuji, I promise I am not going to give an in-tie speech here. Every time I get teary-eyed, I'm like that emoji with the tears welling in my eyes when I think of this man, Takarafuji, the businessman not being in sumo anymore. But this 4-9.
It's nothing to worry about.
The Juryo 7.
No, it's fine. It's fine. He's just having an off basho. He'll come back. I think Takarafuji will be extremely hard to dislodge from, say, Juryo 12 or 13.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
I think he could happily have another couple of years just around those ranks, drawing a wage.
That's right.
Being an inspiration to his sons.
Just rocking up every day, pushing someone out. Getting an 8 and a 7.
We've got Dr. Ben Marshman confirming that Tamashoho has 4 henkers and a meeten move.
Kamo making the point, missing Nabatame. That's right. He's been out for this whole basho, had knee surgery, which it very much appeared like he needed. Needed, no pun intended.
Boo.
thank you. I deserved that. And yeah, it's so good to have Nabatame around. Such a vibe.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was going to say, we do feel his the lack of his presence.
Yes. Well, the other thing I was going to say about Futagiyama is that I've just real late stage got into sumo card collecting, and really late stage. I love it so much. And in the My Favourite series of cards, my favourite is the one of Futagiyama Oyakata with his cat. And I think that's another reason why I love that stable, because he loves cats so much.
Matt, I thought I saw Kenneth Jasper having a little shut-eye. Nothing like a power nap before about. Looks like they're ready to go.
Takarafuji 4 and 9, Tamashoho 5 and 8. Tamashoho does come forward here with the Noroa. He's all attacking the neck or upper area of Takarafuji, and he does succeed in getting him back and over the bales.
Oh, boy.
It was just a bit much for the businessman here,
Oh,
who looks
boy.
ginger in the downstairs area there.
Gee, the
The
knees
left
are
leg?
not... It did look like the left and the right. Oh, boy. Look away. We're seeing a replay of this. If there are any children, I'd say get them out of the room, because they don't want to see this. Some fairly disorganised thrusting attacks from Tamashoho.
Oh, yeah, he got onto that left shoulder and just hoiked it up in the air. And shoved Takarafuji across. Takarafuji 4 and 10. Hate that. Tamashoho is 6 and 8 at Juryo 3. Now, we've been asked, yes, why don't we do commentary for the Makuuchi bouts? Great question.
Good question.
We do a podcast every day for the Makuuchi bouts, but we can't do commentary because we both have full-time jobs. And we just can't. It's a huge commitment, and we just would love to do it. But
This is Juryo works for us because it's 1 hour.
on the weekend, like once.
Yeah, on the weekends,
on
and
the
we can
weekend.
hang out with a bunch of great people. But yeah, doing it.
It's a real labour of love.
Yeah.
We both work in other areas.
I'd say it's a labour of like. for me.
labour of like. A labour of acceptance that this is our life.
Yeah, we when we started the podcast in 2019, we called it Sumo Mainichi,
Yes.
which means sumo every day.
And we've been ruining that ever since.
Yeah, we should have called it Sumo every second day.
Shona Numi up against Kodokuzan. There was a comment in the chat before that neither of these two walking down the Hanamichi looked like they were winners.
Jeez.
I thought that Kodokuzan actually looked quite good. He was super sweaty. And he was just a bit like, I'm here to sweat, I'm here to win.
Kodokuzan, a.k.a. Kenneth.
Kenneth
Or I call him
Jasper.
Jenneth.
Kenneth Casper.
Kenneth Jasper comes in looking moist. The man's sweaty already. Love it. His opponent today, Shonan Noumi.
And I know he looks unmoist, but he sweats a lot. So don't worry, in 2 seconds, look at it dribbling down there.
He'll be sweaty before they go.
Yep.
So great to see Shonan Noumi finding some consistency.
Yep.
After, it feels like quite a long time in the top division of fairly middling performances. This is the basho he needed. Come back to Juryo, get a good score. Let's go double digits. And hopefully we will see him return to the top division. Hopefully he can bring some of that confidence with him. So much potential, Shonan Noumi.
I agree. I really enjoy watching him fight. I don't enjoy watching him lose. You know how there's some people who just, when they lose, you're just like, whatever. But Shonan Noumi, I hate watching him lose. So I agree with you that this surge in, confidence and success is really interesting to watch. Kodokuzan has really enjoyed coming back to Juryo. Only Juryo 14, but 9 and 4, he's feeling it.
He's back.
He's back.
Kodokuzan, and it's so great to have the 31-year-old gracing us with his presence in Juryo. It's been quite a while. I mean, it doesn't feel like that long, but March 2023 is when he left Juryo last time. And it has been 2 years of hard work, going out on the doyo every second or third day, with a whole lot of 4 wins and 3 losses.
He's done what he needed to do.
He's done what he
very
needed.
slowly
But
move his way back to
back
Juryo.
in May at Makushita 4, he did 5 and 2.
Oh, You go.
So great
Go,
to
mate.
see. And he's back and he's not wasting
Has
this
he
opportunity.
squandered this opportunity? He has not. He's popped on a couple of elbow protectors, sweated his heart out, and gone for it.
Looks like they're ready to go. The Gumbai is pointed forward. Shonanumi on the left of your screen. Korokuzan on the right. No one in a rush. Pull the camera back, Ibema. It's time to pull the camera back. There we go. Shonanumi up under the chin, pulls a weak pull, puts Korokuzan in quite a good position. Korokuzan follows up with thrusting attacks. Shonanumi using the doyo, but Korokuzan leans in, gives him a little elbow and sends him over the Tawara and off the doyo. Kenneth Jasper, big win.
Huge. Gives himself a shot at the Yusho tomorrow. Saw that one coming from a mile off, right from the Tachio. And that pull of Shonanumi's, I thought that with the current style of sumo and confidence from Korokuzan, Shonanumi just put himself in a position to be beaten. It took a few circles or one circle of the doyo to do it. But we can see here that Kenneth Jasper came forward with such intent. Nearly got Shonanumi here. Shonanumi just was really intent on backing off here. Couldn't muster anything in the forward department, couldn't disrupt Korokuzan's attacks, and that takes Korokuzan to 10
wins.
Double digits. Let's give him, can we give him the champion of tomorrow? I mean, I'm going to be honest here and say we haven't given out our Sumo Mainichi
no, I
awards.
think I'd like to give him the Rising from the Swamp
Rising from the
award
Swamp.
at Juryo
Yep.
14.
Yep.
Second chance.
Yep.
Love it.
There's also the one for people who've been in sumo for ages and have had a renewed success. I can't remember the name of the award we used to give out.
Welcome to the stream, John. Thanks so
John.
much for coming, John.
Yes.
And Mawashi Guru.
Yes, Brenda, hello.
Brenda, we would love to come to Thailand, actually. I'm a big fan of Thailand.
Okay, when is this? Because we might be able to make it happen.
We might be able to do it.
It's soon, I think. Isn't it
Is it?
August? Oh, thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
That's really nice. And Amalia before said that we needed to go full time, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's really nice.
I'd love to.
Thank you for appreciating the stream and the commentary and everything we do in the world of sumo. We do really enjoy it, and we do really value. No joke, we have the best listeners and the best community, and we just love you guys so much.
All right, we are rapidly closing in on the end of Juryo for day 14. This is our second last bout. Kageyaki up against Tomokaze. Both of these Rikishi locking in their winning records. They're coming in with the 8 wins. Kageyaki has been under the radar for me this basho.
Yeah. When did he get his kachikashi?
I'm not sure.
I'll have a look.
Oh,
I'll
September
take the bait yesterday.
12 to 14 in Bangkok. Ooh. Is that before you leave to go to Portugal?
I leave on the
or Paris?
I leave on the 13th.
Damn, maybe I could go.
You could go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a couple of days in
I reckon.
Bangkok.
Hey, look, there's also been a question about what happens tomorrow. We should explain that. So if Mita wins, he wins the Juryo Yusho. If he loses tomorrow and either Korokuzan or Daisei-san win, then there will be a playoff.
Yes.
And if both of them win, I don't know if they've fought each other, and I'm not delving into Sumo DB to find out whether Daisei-san and Korokuzan have already fought, then there could be a 3-way playoff if they haven't. There was also a question about whether if Mita won, he could go to Juryo.
No, to Makuuchi.
Sorry, he's in Juryo. To Makuuchi, yeah. I'd have to have a look at that.
Oh, I think the answer's from Juryo 11. I think that it's a firm no.
Yeah, I think that's too far.
He would probably see a promotion up around Juryo 3 or 4.
Yep. Or even 2 or 1, depending on.
Yeah, maybe depending on how things flow.
Could be. All right, so here we have Kageyaki and Tomokaze, both on 8 and 5. Juryo 7 and 2, respectively. Tomokaze down first. Kageyaki springs forward, I was going to say, but just moves forward. Continues to move forward and takes Tomokaze out. Oshidashi.
That was an extremely awkward touchy. I think, was Tomokaze expecting that to be pulled up? I thought Kageyaki came forward a little early, and certainly Tomokaze didn't look ready. We'll have a look at the replay. It's always a little bit hard to judge in slow motion. But yeah, you can see Tomokaze very slow to react, and then all he can do is offer a little pull as he steps back over the Tawara. So
Kageyaki's 2 meters tall.
yes.
You're really going to pull. 193 centimeters. I always call him 2 meters.
We've got some Kayo talk in the chat. I mean, it's been hard watching Kayo. He's got 3 wins.
I'm a huge Kayo fan.
Yeah, I think
I agree.
We're all expecting a bit more from him. It will be interesting to have him back in Juryo in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, but will this be the confidence lift that he needs? I think he's forgotten how to win.
I think he has. I think he needs to. I think he might need to drop more in Juryo is what I'm worried about to really wreck down the bottom of Juryo a couple of times before he gets that confidence back.
Does he need the Makushita confidence?
Maybe. Jeez, maybe. Now Nishiki Fuji is back. He went Kyujo on day 11, and the news was that it was some cellulitis, some cervical hernia, pain in the left thigh, some neck pain. You're really sharing it around, poor old Nishiki Fuji. The diagnosis, what do you call it? The thing that you have to do?
The doctor's recommendations.
Doctor's recommendations was bed rest for 7 days. Somehow they got Terunofuji to accept that. Isagahama Oyakata. And he was allowed to go out for a few days.
He was only 3 days out.
3 days
which
out.
Which means that at Isagahama, under the watch of ex-Terunofuji, they've found a way to compress 7 days of bed rest into 3 days.
He has not been allowed to leave. There's been no toilet trips. It's been in that bed. I don't know why I said that.
A big welcome. Hey, Ben, thank you for coming along, and glad you've stumbled across the channel.
Dave Jr.
Dave Jr.
Dave Jr. here.
Oh, great.
That's nice. Thanks, everyone, for coming in and watching Sumo with us. It is so freaking cool.
Yeah, this is our final bout of Juryo. We will be leaving you after this one. Nishiki Fuji up against Ryuden. Nishiki Fuji has had such a great basho, already has that winning record locked in before he had those days off, that 72 hours in bed.
He actually didn't need to come back with the Kachikoshi already, and that's why we speculated. He had decided to. But here he is.
His opponent today, Ryuden, a.k.a. The Dude, at Juryo 1. I've been enjoying seeing Ryuden down in Juryo, where he just gets to ply his trade in a way that's harder for him to do in the top division. And by his trade, I mean that style of belt sumo where he latches on, gets the hips back, and does that work with the hips at the right angle. It's so good to see. You know, what the hips don't do with Ryuden. Yeah, they don't lie. Well, they always tell the truth. Sometimes there has been a history of the hips lying, but we won't go into it now. Oh, damn. Ryuden, 34 years old. Yes, he is. Old. Well, young, I should say. Not compared to me. Yeah, went 5-10 at Maegashira 15 back in May. And it looks like he'll, with a win today or tomorrow, we'll see him return to the top division. Just needs that one more crucial win. He's got 2 days to do it, and he's probably cursing that Nishiki Fuji has come back, actually. I know. Because there were probably easier people he could have beaten to get that final 8th win. All right, we see Ryuden looking loose at the Shikiri-sen, comes forward. High attacks from Nishiki Fuji, forcing Ryuden back. Ryuden in big trouble here. He's on the Tawara, and he has to step back. Nishiki Fuji, what injury? What injuries? He's done it. Yeah, Ryuden got smoked there. He really did. Terunofuji said, you get back in it, you can do it. And he's like, my thigh hurts. And he's like, nah. And he was proven right today because Nishiki Fuji could really still find that forward movement. The elbows bandaged as usual for Isagahama Rikishi, but they were working well with those Tsupari thrusts. And he shoved Ryuden off the doyo. A little bit of feeling there in that unsafe sumo.
But another win for Nishikifuji. He's 9 wins, 3 losses, and 2 days off. I've been saying 3. He only had the 2.
Well, no,
and the
one of the Fusen
That's right.
Pai day.
Yep. And Ryuden 7-7 going into day 15. So Ryuden will be 7-7. We had a couple of others. Tachi Taikai. We had Miyanokaze. Maybe that was it. So only 3 Nanasho Nanahai on day 15.
Well, we see the top division Rikishi coming out, doing their Doyo Iri. The camera on the man of the moment, Kusano, as he steps up onto the Doyo. Well, the Nagoya crowd a little lukewarm on Kusano today.
Well, Scott asked for the pick for the number 1 hottest 100. I wondered if it was going to be Tame Impala.
Yeah, Tame Impala will do quite well.
Could be Keisan. I don't know if that's happened yet because we haven't heard it.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today. We will be back. Well, September you're going to Europe, so we're a little unsure of our schedule in September.
Yes, after raising everyone's hopes
Yeah.
about Juryo streams, September will be a bit of a up in the air one. We need to work out what's feasible. I'm going on a trip with my mum, and I'm going to be away for the entire 2 weeks of the basho, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So we will be back in November every day. Please bear with us, but we'll see what we can do from Paris v Melbourne
We'll work
timeline. And maybe Dave will be here doing Juryo by himself.
Yeah, I reckon I will.
If Dave did Juryo by himself, who would come and support him? All of you would, I know.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.